Ooh. Ooh. Scary. We're just kicking it at home today. Just thought we'd talk a little Halloween, show you some pins, talk about pins and how we want to pin trade with y'all. And yeah.
So Halloween, my favorite holiday. Missing it terribly. I was just thinking, not this weekend. If everything was how it would be, everything was how it was pre-COVID, this weekend, either probably Friday, we would be at Haunt. My tradition since I was 13 was the first Not Scary Farm Halloween haunt that I went to. First Friday night or Saturday that it's open. Typically that's the last Friday, Saturday in September. So yeah, we'd totally be going. That was, at least it used to be, when it was always really slow.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people.
It's like not too early, so the monsters
and
are like in the groove.
Yeah,
right? They just got in the groove. They're all ready. They're energized.
Yeah.
You know, it's not been 2-3 weeks, and they're like
they're not tired from staying up until 5 a.m.
Yeah. So we think that's like the best time to go. And normally we do a hotel package.
Yeah, and the hotel package is great. And the reason it's great is because Knott's Berry Farm Hotel itself isn't a bad hotel.
No.
It's clean. It's nice. It's not super
good pool,
loud.
Fun pool area, jacuzzi.
They have a splash pad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in the package, you normally get a t-shirt, a haunt t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You get your tickets to haunt for the night that you check in. We would always opt to do the pre-scare dinner. That's how we did it for both of our kids when they first went to haunt, just so that they could get acclimated to the monsters.
I highly recommend that. Like when everything gets going, and you want to do it, do the pre-scare dinner. If you got like the 13-year-olds, it's their first time. Take them to that dinner because the monsters walk around and they have like the senior monsters, the ones that have been there for a while and they know what they're doing.
I felt that it put, so both of our boys didn't go until they were 13.
Yeah.
When our oldest was 13, our youngest wanted to go, and we almost bought him a ticket, and every time we would get to the gate, he'd say, I want to go, and then we'd say, no, I don't want to go. Mm-hmm. So we just felt that this was a really good, segue into it. He had time to see the monsters and interact with them prior to actually going in and being in the environment.
Oh, that's my phone.
Silence that, ma'am. So yeah, normally we'd be doing that this weekend, and then after the pre-scare dinner, we go and we
do haunt.
And
you do all the mazes.
That's what my goal every year is, to get through every maze.
I've had it volume down.
3 strikes and you're out. So normally this weekend we'd be going to haunt, and I'm super bummed that we're not going. But
they have Taste of Knott's, and it's their Halloween. I'm going to read it right off here. Their Halloween, and even though they're not going to have monsters, they are going to have a fog art area. So it's like an arts and crafts show, and they'll have fog, and it goes from noon to 9 p.m. It's $35 for adults and $20 for juniors, 3 to 11. They're going to be doing it September 25th to November 1st. So if you're in the area, check out Knott's Halloween. Because we're going to go, and it sounds like fun.
Yeah, we actually did. So what Knott's Berry Farm's been doing since they haven't been able to open, they've been doing these like food festivals almost, where first it was Taste of Calico, so all they really had opened up was their ghost town area. That sold out in the matter of hours. Sorry.
It's our dog.
It's our dog Belle. She's named after the princess.
Yes. Yes.
We are truly a Disney
Yes,
household.
big time.
We didn't do Taste of Calico.
No.
But we did Taste of Knots, which
Right.
was the last one that they
I
did.
think we talked about that when we went to Knott's.
Yeah, and you know what? The food was pretty good. They had vegan food, so, you know, our youngest son could come.
They don't have a lot of vegan options, but
Right.
they do have like three to four vegan options. And then you can use the tickets, like we said before, for alcohol too. If you
Right, you can try. They did, our oldest and his girlfriend, or fiance, sorry, really liked the boysenberry wine.
Yeah. And they have a boysenberry beer as well to try. So
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna, we bought our tickets for that
Right.
today.
We're gonna go October 3rd. We're not going when it first opens. When we went to it, it was a Saturday.
It was the very first
Very
Saturday.
first Saturday, and it was so crowded.
And it was poor planning on our behalf.
Yeah.
I think it was like 100 degrees that day.
It was easily over 100 degrees.
All five of us were just walking around the
Yeah.
park, just sweating.
Miserable, and you didn't want to eat. You know,
Yeah, it was so hot,
We
yeah.
left with like 3 taste cards.
Yeah, we
left.
still had 3 tastes, but it's cool because
Yeah.
you get a lanyard that you get to keep.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, we actually, it was hanging up. I don't know where it went.
Yeah.
But we have our lanyard that we kept it
Yeah.
from the last time we went
Yeah.
to Taste of Knots.
So it's fun, and it's I think it's worth the $35.
100%.
Especially at Knott's this time of year, because if you're going to get the Halloween feel and you love that Halloween time of year, then I love it too. I love the Snoopy and Charlie Brown and Mickey and Minnie.
She definitely
So-
likes Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, where I like Haunt. I like.
So let's put it this way. This is me Halloween. This is Casie Halloween.
Another one of my spirit
Edgar Allan
animals, Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. So that's us. So yeah, I'm like the little funsy cutesy Halloween.
I like the scary stuff. I like to go to Haunt.
I went to
Shipwreck.
my first haunt when I was 40 years old.
I took her to her first haunt.
Yeah, and I was scared.
Here's the thing. My very first adult job at 18 out of high school was a monster at the Queen Mary. What used to be called Shipwreck is now called Dark Harbor. I absolutely loved it. I was a monster. I stayed on a little longer, did some more stuff. Could tell you some of the greatest, scariest, and most sickening stories just from when I worked there. But that's what I like. So
Yeah.
I like to go. I like that scare factor.
The thing I like about haunt is they don't touch you. The
Yeah.
monsters don't touch you.
She actually had a monster brush her shoulder a few years ago and was super apologetic.
Oh, man, up and down.
So yeah, and when she worked there, she got to know a lot of the monsters because she was one of
I
the.
took pictures with them backstage.
Yeah.
That was so fun. So
Yeah, so I think that helps. But
Yeah.
outside of Halloween, this is one of our Halloween displays. We're not
Yeah.
really decorating like we normally do just
Yeah.
because of COVID. We're not decorating the outside. We don't want people to, like, we're not doing candy this year. It's super sad.
yeah, I'm sorry, we're one of those people, but normally we're like the ones that give out the big candy bars.
Yeah.
And then we also have our annual Halloween bowl, and we dress up and then we go bowling.
We'll put a couple of those pictures in the video. We go every year with our kids, and we go bowl. We could do a couple rounds of bowling in full costume. If you're not dressed up, you're not allowed to come. That's the only rule
Yeah.
there really is. So yeah, I think we've got 3 or 4 years, and it's just fun. People look at us weird. They're like, "You guys are all grown adults,
Yeah,
dressed up."
but so what? It's
But
fun.
It's just
That's what
fun,
it's about,
you
you
know?
know?
So yeah, typically we'll do candy early, and then we just leave it and say, please only take one. We go on the honor system. But one year somebody took our bucket. When we were living in Washington,
Yeah, we left
somebody
our
actually
bucket.
stole our bucket.
Yeah,
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So anyways, outside of Halloween and our love for it and my sorrowful missing of it, we want to talk pins with you guys too.
Yeah. We're big, like we said before, we're big pin traders. I'll usually wear a lanyard full of pins at the park, and then the pins I usually have on me are like trading pins. So we just like a certain set of pins. Just all of a sudden it like calls us, and then we'll go and grab that pin, and try to find the set to it.
And you know what's funny is I don't think we've ever, since we've been pin trading, we've never been like, this is the set that we want.
Yeah. No.
These are what's out. This is what we want. This is what we're going for. It's very fluid for us.
So what we want to do is we want to like show you our pin collection, and then we want to talk about like maybe like when everything gets going here, or even now, maybe we could do some pin trading.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So first, we're going to start with this board.
This is my, I just got this one, I'd say a month ago.
Yeah.
Because they came out over at Downtown Disney at the Pin Trader. They came out with some Halloween themed ones. So that's my newest Halloween one. But here's some other ones you can see that we have.
This one we've had for a really, really long time. I like these ones.
Yeah.
I started collecting those. Then we gracefully go into Christmas because Tim Burton taught us that this is what happens when two holidays collide.
Yeah.
And then you might recognize a couple of these bad boys from when we went to...
Yeah, when we got at Downtown Disney.
At Downtown Disney last.
Yeah. And this one I wanted to show you. This one's special because this is when I worked at Knott's, and it's their 40th anniversary pin. And the witch.
The witch.
They don't do the witch no more. I don't know if they're going to bring her back. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that pin.
And then we've got some diamond pins. This is actually a key.
Yeah, this is a new collection that we were just starting.
Yeah. Right before the park closed, we got this.
I said, let's start getting these because they have these at Main Street where the bank used to be, and it's now like
Disneyana, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't even know the name of it. Isn't that strange? But yeah, you can get different keys there, and we were just like, because they're like $35 a piece. So I just thought this one, the Steamboat Willie one, was special.
Yeah. And then over here, Diane really likes the locks.
Yeah.
So we have the locks, and then we have the Kakamora, because this is our villain section.
Yeah.
So you have, put it back where it was. So you have the Kakamora. You got a little Ursula, some, what's his name? Sao Fang from Pirates.
Oh, yeah, from Pirates, yeah.
Maleficent. I really like these ones. These ones, actually, we were going to trade, and a cast member was like, just so you know, I think those are limited edition. So, needless to say, we have those now. I really like Big Baby. I don't think he's a villain. I just think he's misunderstood and kind of like Darth Vader. But that's a different story.
And our Haunted Mansion collection.
And then our Haunted Mansion. These far two actually glow in the dark. I absolutely love them. Yeah. Something about me, if it glows in the dark or is bright neon colored, it's my cup of tea.
Yeah. So that's our holiday one. We have, these ones, the heads.
Oh, yes. We're collecting the faces.
Yeah.
All right, so this is our pin board of I can't say just because there's two different things, of Mickey head pins and the Tsum Tsums. So the border is our Mickey head pin collection, anything that kind of basically is in the shape of a Mickey head. I don't know if we have any complete sets, to be honest with you. But we don't really...
We actually have a holiday one in here.
Yeah.
So. But because it's this, we
St.
put it on
Patrick's
this board.
Day, yeah. What is your favorite of these pins on this board?
Shoot, I don't know. There's like quite a few, but I have always been, since I was little, a Winnie the Pooh fan. I have, and I'll show that to you guys sometime. I have a Winnie the Pooh little ceramic bank that I got when I was like 10 years old at Disneyland. And I still have that. I also have a Mickey and Minnie stuffies that I bought when I was like 10, 11 years old at Disneyland. So I really like Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Piglet. So I'm pretty proud of those. And I have some, the silhouette ones. That's a story to tell you too.
Oh my gosh, that is a story. I would say that my favorite on here is Wally. Right there. Wally. I really enjoy Wally.
He's so hard to find in pin form, him and Eve, because I don't know. They're just really hard. I think that's the only Wally we've got.
No, I think we have another Wally. But yeah, I would say Wally is my absolute favorite. And then I'm actually pretty proud of the Star Wars collection that we have. I think Chewie is adorable. There he is right there. I just think he's far too cute for his own good.
Yeah.
So these are our Tsum Tsums and Mickey heads.
Yeah.
Mickey head pins. That is our homage to Coco. This behemoth of a board is everything that we're collecting, but we don't have either a board for it, we haven't had a place for it, or we haven't had time to sort it out. So this is where all of our keepers go. This right here, those are the pins that Diane has a really good story about.
So this one here, the Winnie the Pooh one, I don't know. I found them interesting, so I just started collecting them at the park. And I mean, it's kind of weird when you start collecting a pin, they like show up. it's
like
strange.
Random ones that you need in the series.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're like, yes. And so that happened to us with like a lot of these. So I had every one of them except Pooh. I needed Pooh so bad. I like to collect Pooh. So
my wife, ladies and gentlemen,
I couldn't find Pooh anywhere. And we went to the photo shop on Main Street, and because they have a pin thing there that you can look at, and we were looking and they didn't have it. And a lady next to me walked.
Keep in mind, this was towards the end of the day, so this was not in the morning.
Lady next to me, she walked up to look at the pins too. And on her lanyard was Winnie the Pooh. And I looked, and that was the only one she had of that. And I went, oh my gosh, I've been looking for that pin for like a month straight, and I can't find it anywhere. And she's like, oh my goodness.
I just got it at the Winnie the Pooh store in Critter Country.
And then walked away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she wasn't collecting them or anything, didn't want to trade, nothing. She just walked off, so, oh well.
But we got it.
We did. I don't remember where we found it. Somebody had it, a cast member or somebody had it.
Yeah, and so funny story about pins is I typically keep, 12 in my pocket when I know
I know wear lanyards.
I don't wear lanyards. So if I know that we're going to the park for the day, I'll bring like 30 pins just because sometimes you strike gold, sometimes you don't. So we were at the park one day. We weren't going to be there all that long because we had to come back and take care of a dog. So we got off Guardians of the Galaxy, and they have this really big pin board. And I saw it, and there's an Inside Out collection that we'll show you. We'll put a picture of it in right here. But all I need is Bing Bong. That's it. The collection is complete. I just need Bing Bong. Mm-hmm. They had Bing Bong.
And Bing Bong.
And I didn't have any pins.
And I said, Casie, I will run over there to the store. I will buy a pin. The cheapest pin they got. You just stand there and hold that pin. She says, nah.
We'll come back.
We'll come back later, or we'll see it somewhere else.
That was in August of last year. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we still can't find it, and what we have found out is that pin is like super rare. Like not a lot of people get rid of it.
How can we do some pin trading with the folks out there?
So it would be fun if you guys, number one, you can follow us on Instagram. You can always DM us on Instagram at the Theme Park Gals. So yeah, if there's a pin that you saw on our board that you want, or something that, hey, you might be collecting, you don't live in state, and
or if you got that,
if you have
one
Bing Bong
silhouette Pooh that you've been looking for, but not mine, but if you saw a different one on here, let us know.
Yeah, if there's something that you're collecting that we have, anybody that has Bing Bong and is willing to trade.
Plus we're gonna start doing like a little trivia thing, like when we sit down to talk like this. And whoever answers the question could win a couple of pins.
Yeah, and I think what we might do is some trivia challenges as well, where our editor, who's also our youngest son, he can find some Disney questions maybe, and we can go head to head.
So that's it. That's all I got for
In
today.
conclusion.
Yes. Don't forget, if you guys enjoyed us and enjoyed watching us, please subscribe and click that like button.
And follow us on, or over there, or over there, or over there. Who knows where it is. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
At Theme Park Gals. As always, we're going to end with a movie quote because I love movies and I think you can use them in everyday life all the time.
Yeah.
So, the quote is, try to guess the movie.
Guess the movie this is from.
It's Halloween themed.
There's lots of them.
It's family friendly.
That's it. That's all you're getting.
Oh, she's a tough one. So the quote is, don't try to figure out a plan. You can't reason with a headless man. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.